Now to what appears to be a big development in the Middle East, a possible pause in the deadly fighting between Israel and Hamas.
All of it to have a large number of hostages released by Hamas. The deal said to be imminent. Many around the world hoping valiantly that this leads to some sort of ceasefire.
But Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu taking a hard line. The war against Hamas, he says, will not stop after this temporary pause in hostilities.
Lots at stake here. We have two reports tonight. Chantel Lands talked with the family of one of the hostages, but first, our Kemberly Richardson in the newsroom with the new developments. Kem.
Well, Bill, watching the clock and waiting for word, there are many moving parts and what is and continues to be a very delicate mission. If a deal is reached, it would mean the first sustained pause in fighting in that region since the war began October 7th. But getting to this point has involved a series of closed-door talks at the highest levels. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu continues to say progress is being made, but stops short of sharing any details. Right now, the full Israeli cabinet is meeting. The exact details of the agreement are not yet known, but sources say it would have several layers. Among them, Hamas would release about 50 women and children. Officials are hoping that would include the youngest American hostage, 3-year-old Abigail, whose parents were killed by Hamas. In exchange, Israel would release about 150 Palestinian women and minors now behind bars in Israeli jails. There would be a 4 or 5 day ceasefire to allow humanitarian aid into Gaza, during which each day a group of 10 to 12 hostages would be let go. Now, complicating all of this, not all of the hostages are in the same place, and some are being held by splinter groups. Now, once a deal is reached, Israeli law requires a 24-hour waiting period to allow appeals to the high court. So the earliest the first wave of hostages would be freed would be Thursday. President Biden says he's optimistic a major development is in the making.
I've spoken recently about it with both the Prime Minister Netanyahu and the Amir Qatar. My team has been in the region shuttling between capitals. We're now very close, very close. We could bring some of these hostages home very soon, but I don't want to get into the details of things because nothing is done until it's done.
For me, it's really emotional because I have no idea if this is real. But my heart believes it has to be. I have faith, and I just pray that this is going to be the real peace. But again, until we see them come out and until Abigail is in the arms of her family, I just can't go down to that point where I'm relieved and I believe it's going to happen fully.
Now, since the war began, only 4 hostages have been released from Gaza. The bodies of 2 more were recovered by the military and brought back to Israel. Today, Netanyahu told his troops he has 3 main goals: to eliminate Hamas, get the hostages back home, and make sure what happened in Gaza never happens again. We'll keep an eye on all of this and bring you any developments.